Hey everybody, I'm Robert Franz, music director of the Windsor Symphony Orchestra.
I'm Erin Armstrong, director of Abridged Opera.
And we are partnering on a new opera. Well, it's not a brand new opera, it's been around for a little while.
A little while.
Soir Angelica,
Yes.
Sister Angelica
Yes.
by Puccini.
Yes.
So what is that all about? Like, I love Puccini, it's so beautiful.
Puccini can be described as kind of the father of film music, really, because in his music, you can really hear the orchestral beauty, and you can hear how that would translate and has translated into film as time has progressed. So it is absolutely music worth listening to. But there's two cool things happening with this production this year. Number one, it is Abridged Opera's 10-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you. We first did our first production in 2014, and it was also this same production, Soir Angelica.
Okay.
But we were tiny little baby pop-up at the time, and so we did it with piano. And now we're so delighted because we get to level up and do this production with you. And I'm so excited to hear this music with orchestra once again, because I've done this opera about 6 times, I think 4, 5 with piano. So I can't wait.
It's a huge difference, right? Having this, the power of the strings and the beautiful sound and just the orchestra. And this also has like chorus, there's a bunch, so it's all nuns. Let's just put that up. All nuns except your part.
Yes, I'm the villain.
You're the non-nun.
The non-nun.
Yes.
The villainous non-nun.
Yeah. This is so basically give us a quick glimpse of the story.
Okay.
And by the way, it's going to take place at Assumption Church.
Yep, right.
On Saturday,
November 30th.
November 30th. And then on
Sunday, December 1st in Leamington.
Right.
At Leamington United. Yeah.
So it's going to be in a church in both cases,
Yep.
which seemed totally appropriate since it's a story of nuns. And
Yep.
what's the story?
Okay, so really quickly, Angelica, she is a young woman and she has a child out of wedlock.
So they send her to a nunnery.
They sent her to a nunnery.
Off to the nunnery.
And that is my character who sends her away. I am the aunt. I am her aunt, a princess, and so her child or her, anyway, she gets to go away because this is not good for the reputation of her family.
Right.
Anywho, so 7 years passes and we open the opera kind of a day in the life of the convent. So we get to meet the other nuns, the sisters. It's beautiful, it's very chatty, there's shimmery kind of music. They sing about sunshine. There's a beautiful character played by Brianna DeSantis, who we love so much, and she sings about the lamb and the sunlight on the fountain.
And the flowers and the food.
And it's beautiful, and we have some fun introductions to all of those nuns, and then my character is introduced.
Yes.
I come to pay Angelica a visit because her sister's getting married, and she has to sign away her inheritance.
Okay.
And that's literally what I say. I don't even say hello. She confronts me about my lack of,
Empathy,
feeling, I don't know,
passion.
familial relation, right? Just like
what's wrong with you?
Yes, and eventually, I sing her this monologue about how her dead parents would be so disappointed in her.
Yeah. And
she kind of loses it on me, and she's like, "Wow, how horrible." And you know what? Forget all of this. Like, tell me about my son. You haven't said any word to me in 7 years. How is my child?
And then not a word.
And then I say nothing. Yes, and so she's like, "Tell me," and she says, you are being judged, essentially. God is listening, the Virgin Mary is listening, and they are judging you right now. So then I break my silence and I say, he got sick 2 years ago. We did everything we could. And then I say nothing else. So she deduces that he has passed away, and she falls to the floor. Generally, that's staged that way, and she's a puddle and she's a mess. And then happens the most beautiful aria. It is my favorite aria in all of the repertoire, which I don't think I could sing now after becoming a mother myself. I don't think I could do it because she is so upset. So she pictures his, lifeless body and his hands folded, and she sings about that. And then something kind of cracks inside, and then she sings. She can kind of see him in heaven, and she says, "Oh, you can't come to me. I have to go to you."
Yes.
And it's beautiful, and
so,
she means it.
Can I just say how shocking it is in an opera to have the story of someone wanting to end their life to be with a loved one in heaven, and the tragedy? Like, this is one of the quintessential opera tragedies, which is in a sense what makes it so painfully and achingly beautiful.
I agree 100%. Yeah. The first time that I sang through the score was in 2009, 15 years ago. I was a young, young singer, and I was just a puddle in the practice room, and I was not yet a mother. So I don't know. Yeah, it is so tragic. So tragic. However, so she makes a potion. She's so excited after this. She's like, I'm going to see my son. I'm going to meet my son in heaven. So she knows a lot about plants. So she makes a potion. She drinks it, and then we get to hear Puccini's genius at work, because the orchestra starts to rumble as the poison starts to work in her body, and then you hear these three big, they're not really chords, I think they're just octaves, dun, dun, dun. And she realizes, wait, I'm Catholic, I can't kill myself and go to heaven. This is an unforgivable sin. So then she falls to her knees and begs, Madonna, Madonna, salva me. It was for the love of my son. And she's weeping, she's crying, a chorus of angels appears. I cry if I think about it. It's very beautiful. And then at the end, the Virgin Mary and or the Son arrive to her and save her. So she is redeemed, and it's so beautiful.
It's really beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
So talk to us a little bit about what it means to perform Suor Angelica in Assumption Church.
Oh, well, if you have ever been to Assumption Church, which I know you have and I have, it is an inspiring place, regardless of if you're hearing any music or not, but it is only amplified in hearing beautiful music, especially in the way that you get to hear it through. One of my favorite things about working with the symphony and doing opera is that we perform for you without microphones, without amplification. So it's vibration, our vibration directly to the listener. And in a space like Assumption that's designed to carry the beautiful vibration and sound throughout the space, it is going to be, transformational. I really believe that. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous.
So if you want to get your tickets, you should go to
abridgedopera.com. It's right on the front page there.
Let's do it.
Woo!
All right. We'll see you at
All right.
Suor Angelica.